guys, we're here the night before the 500, and we're here to watch the Indy Pro Series and the USAC Silver Crown race. So let's see what we can get into while we go interview some drivers and see what trouble we can get into. Let's go! How many times have you heard it's good night for good night or some form of that? I feel like it's probably happened a few times.
Yeah, my whole life I've heard that. So it's good when it is a good night, but it's not, then the joke's not so funny when it's not a good night. So, but yep, I've heard that all my life.
As a plant manager for a day job, how do you find time to go racing so competitively?
People. I got a lot of people that help us and volunteers and guys that work on the team and help, and it makes it so I get to spend time with my family. I get to work and focus on our business, and then I get to show up and have fun at the racetrack too. Took a lot of family support, and we got started through a family friend. I started racing mini sprints, and then we had a friend that raced stock cars called Baby Grands, and we raced those, and we actually started racing right here at IRP. It's probably been 15 years ago now. I've been racing for over 20. Started when I was 12, but it was just my dad, sport for my dad, and something for him and I to do together, and started out as a hobby, and it's just grown.
What have you already learned the hard way in your career that you wish you would have known sooner?
That this is a really, really tough sport. You got to have the right people around you, no matter what, and that it's just patience. You have to. We're not all Kyle Larson. It all doesn't come naturally really quick. It takes a lot of work and a lot of time. You look at a lot of these guys that race here, a lot of the front runners, the guys that won here, they've been racing for over 20 years. So it takes a lot of time and effort to hone your craft and get good.
I've always been curious about how early a driver starts training in the business aspects of racing. Probably presenting yourself or learning what to say in post-race interviews. In your experience, how did you go through that? Or did you let your personality just come out to life?
I've just kind of let my personality go. I'm a little old probably, or a little behind on the social media stuff. For younger kids that are wanting to start, the social media is huge. To have that presence and to have a positive, social media presence online to help promote yourself is just as big as your performance on the racetrack. As a race team, we've got a rental ride program. We've got a young man from New Zealand that's renting a sprint car from us. And we work with them on the racetrack stuff, but the off-track stuff is just as important.
USAC drivers generally dreamed of racing Indy 500. Do you think that feeling still resonates at the sprint, midget, silver, crown level? Or do feelings these days tend to lean more to the Daytona 500?
I think probably it's kind of both. I mean, there's not a single guy here that wouldn't turn down an opportunity to go run the Indy 500 for sure. But there's not a single guy here that wouldn't turn down an opportunity to go run at Daytona too. So they're both awesome racetracks, and it'd be an awesome opportunity to get a chance to just turn laps at either one of those racetracks. Right now, my personal goals are just to win some races at the USAC level. My days of going to NASCAR are long gone. I'm too old, too gray for that. But to be here and be competitive with these guys is plenty for me. But I think that's anybody's goal when you set out, just to go to the highest level you can get to, and that's obviously NASCAR and IndyCar.
How important is this race, and this year in particular, when the race is a one-off event that hasn't been run in 6 years?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal because hopefully we got some guys from the Speedway that come over and watched our form of racing. It's always cool to see those guys come over and see the heritage of what they're doing. These cars were Indy cars, so it's really cool to see that, and it's huge for Indiana. It's huge for the whole, even though we're not in the month of May, but for the month of May, to build everything up to the 500.
Well, that's it. That was really fun. Watching the race was so fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and go ahead and follow me on all my social media and on my YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna drive off now.